Yo, what's happening, YouTubes? It's your boy Artog here, back for another video. So today, second video, same clothes as you can see. Probably just trying to make up for the last 3 days that I haven't been posting anything. Posting my wisdom, posting my vision and opinion. So today's video will be about self-driving cars and how it's going to affect the whole world, the entire economy system. It's going to revolutionize everything. So to my knowledge, when it comes to self-driving cars and Uber and stuff, I can recommend, probably shouldn't say that, but in my opinion, I think all taxi drivers should start finding a new skill. You should probably always be honing down a new skill. Self-development, it's very helpful, it's very useful, everyone should be doing it. But school doesn't teach that, so I'm the fucking crazy one. Completely okay with that. So when it comes to that, I think all taxis in this entire world is fucking doomed. Most ride sharing is fucking doomed as well. If you're part of the drivers, you're all fucking doomed. The reason for that is because self-driving cars is closer than what most people think, right? And here's the thing. So I can tell you the technology is already ready. The technology currently right now, based on the stats I've seen, I think last year, a computer bot, an AI bot, drives better than humans already, right? So here's the thing. It's like, I think on average of the whole world put together, females, males, you know, all sorts of colors everywhere in the world, the average person crashes every 80,000 kilometers. I've been driving for like over 10 years now. What up? And I've never crashed before. I bumped into a pole once, but didn't do any damage to my car. That was my bad. And remember, back then I didn't have any reverse cameras or reverse sensors or anything, so I fucked up. But it's all good, alright? It's actually fender bender. Off a scratch, but yeah. So on average, an average person crashes every 80,000 kilometers, okay? And then from the study that I saw as well from last year, I think the year before, the average computer bot that crashes is about 120,000. So based on stats, I'm a big stats guy, that's how I make my fucking money. Based on numbers, it's 1.5 times better than the average human already at driving, right? So the thing is, with machine learning and AI, it scales exponentially. It scales, like, I'll give you the numbers on it. So, like, with self-driving cars and AI technology, right, machine learning, so right now, this is 2 years ago, it was, I think 120,000 kilometers, or miles, sorry, miles. 2 years down the line, it will be 10x of that. So right now, currently, I haven't had I haven't read the updates of this article yet, but I'm telling you that how AI works is that it scales exponentially. So from 120,000 miles, right now, maybe currently it's at like 1.2 million. Or let's just say double of that because it's slow, right? So in a few more years, it would be 1.2 million. A few more years, not a few, probably a couple, to be honest, it will be like 12 million. And then 2 more years, 120 million. 2 more years, 1.2 billion. It will get to a point where AI, the bot, can predict accidents, crashes, before it happens. That's the power of technology. That's how machine learning and AI works. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking amazing. I'm all for it. I love it. It's the best. Right, so once that happens, right, I think Uber... So, because that's happening already, and the average bot is better than a human today, already, right? The only thing left is morals and government regulation, what I call it, how I see it, is extortion, government extortion, right? So they always need to put their dirty hands and their fucking dicks and everything, because that's just what they fucking do, right? That's why crypto and blockchain is going to save everything. It's going to help everything. Oh, but it's for criminals. It's for criminal acts. Oh, but I don't know. It's a scam. It's a scam. Fuck all yous. You're so fucking stupid. I'm a visionary. I'm the prophecy. Okay, I'm fucking better than everyone. Sorry, ego got in the way. Now, back to the point that I was trying to make. So, it's happening in the next 5 to 10 years. So, the only thing, big companies like Uber, Google, Tesla, what they're going to do, they're all killing each other for a piece of pie. So, they're all, I think maybe they're even branching off into different sectors, right? So, I think Tesla is focusing more on self-driving trucks, right? So, it's massive supply chain, massive wholesale fucking deliveries and stuff. That's what Tesla will be doing. Uber is more on the commercial side for the average being, for you and me. So that's what Uber's doing. And then Google is just farming fucking data and information because, you know, that's what they do. But they're all killing each other for the piece of the pie in terms of tech and AI, self-driving cars. And the thing is, when it does come, truck drivers are the first to go, because when the self-driving trucks, I think it's out in America already, don't quote me on that, but yeah, when that happens, right, all those truck drivers, taxi drivers, they're all going to be fucking out of jobs. So what I'm telling you right now is go find a new skill, go learn the piano, go learn the piano, go learn programming, you know, go learn how to play golf, and then teach it, or, you know, fucking find a new skill. And this is what most people should do, is that you find a new skill, you make the market pay you, so you work based on contracts, you don't have a boss, right? You find a high ticket, you know, not high ticket, but like you find a high income skill where the market pays you, not your boss, right? That's going to go into a different topic, but the average person who has those jobs, right, technology is coming for you. It's going to do to you what Netflix did to Blockbuster, and what software just did to everything in general. So, like, I go into the average, so I'm in Australia, I go into the average Coles, Woolworths, you know what I fucking see? I used to be a trolley boy when I was, like, in my teens, and I've done the checkouts before. There was maybe every day, there was about 12 workers on the checkouts. Now, maybe less than half of that, so like 5 people. There'll be a manager, there'll be like two checkouts, right? It's two of the express ones, and then there'll be like one of the big ones, and then everything else, everyone per store, there's 6 people per store, right? They were replaced by software, and that was never a career, it was more of a job, right? But still, people lost jobs because of that, right? And everyone goes, oh, this is the problem with technology. Blame, right? Oh, I'm a victim. Oh, I'm entitled, right? Like, the market doesn't give a fuck, right? So, in terms of business, these companies will go to that because it's cheaper, it's faster. Computers, chips, and electric doesn't need to sleep. You just need to feed it electric and it will fucking work, right? And it's a lot cheaper than what most people can provide. Like, either pay you, what, $15 an hour, $18 an hour? Oh, on top of that, there's like, rights. On top of that, there's like, I can abuse fucking computers, man. Fucking beautiful. So the thing is, like, all these people got sacked off. They got fucked off because technology, right? And things like, you're going to blame technology on this. Like, it benefits us so much more, right? And you're going to blame it on technology and not, you know, it's like, saying, hey, look, cars overtook horses. Cars are the bad people now. We need to fucking burn all cars and go back to using horses. No, that's not how it fucking works. Don't be stupid. Oh, but the cars took the roles for horses. Oh, but horses are going extinct now because they're just fucking for racing and for betting and gambling. What other fucking use do they have? Nothing. Maybe you can eat them, but vegan, fucking... Anyways, going off topic now. So, like, that's what's going to happen to taxi drivers and truck drivers. It's sad, but, you know, people are in denial until it fucking happens, and then they blame it on everything else. It's your fucking fault, right? people are warning you right now. It's your fault you didn't stay updated. It's your fault. Everything is your fucking fault. You can't just blame it on someone else. If you blame it on someone else, you're a fucking retard. You know, crypto will destroy you. The financial markets will destroy you. Everything else is right. Life will fucking destroy you. Life will teach you, right? So that's the thing. And then like, this is what's going to happen. Like that will happen in the next 5 to 10 years, right? If not earlier, if not sooner. If the technology is ready for it, all Uber's going to do is pay off the government's cut, right? And then it will happen, right? So I think one more thing stopping it is also, I think, hardware. I don't think Uber has its own cars yet, so maybe they might sign a deal with Elon Musk, with Tesla or something. I don't know, but they're still missing like the self-driving cars, right? So there's that, and then that's what's going to happen in the next 5 to 10 years. So anyone who is, you know, taxi drivers, truck drivers, and rideshare, you know, riders, you have to be honing that. Like driving, like ride sharing is not for life. Like if taxi drivers thought that the Uber app was competition, and I know people who double down on their taxi business, fucking suicidal. Let me just repeat that. Fucking suicidal, right? Because the thing is, like, when this comes, there's nothing you can do to stop this. You will be decimated. You will be devoured. You will be annihilated. You'll be destroyed, right? Because what are you gonna do? Work 25 hours in a fucking day? Not possible, right? You need to sleep. You're a fucking human, right? And what? Or maybe work for $2 an hour? That doesn't even cover for petrol, dude. The fuck? What are you gonna do? You're fucked. Like there is, you can't turn back from this. Like there's nothing. You just cut your losses. Go learn a new skill. Play the piano. Go teach that. You know, learn how to play golf. Go teach golf. I don't know. Fucking learn programming. That's a big niche at the moment. Also maybe. I think cybersecurity is a big one, but you know, most of these baby boomers, I don't understand tech. So that's another thing. It's like when all these baby boomers die off, right? Being a bit mean now, but it's reality. So hate me all you want, dislike this fucking video. Don't care. I'm just speaking the truth. All I do is always speak the truth. Is once these baby boomers like go, it's only millennials left. All millennials, if you're not a retard or if you don't have disability, if you're not blind, know how to use the internet, right? So calling this ride-sharing apps is a lot easier, faster, more efficient, more accurate than calling a taxi. So the only people supporting taxis are baby boomers because they don't understand tech, right? And it's the same with the TV industry, where the only people buying TVs are old people, are baby boomers, because all people our age all go on YouTube, Netflix, Twitch. There's so many other sites out there as well, but like we don't watch TV anymore, right? So there's that, right? So once these boomers die off, or you know, stop, they're not part of the market anymore, that's what's going to happen. Or maybe if you're not a PC master race person like me, you will need a TV for Xbox. But once again, you don't need other channels. You're only using it so you can channel your Xbox or your PS4, PS5 to the computer, so you have a screen to play on, right? But there's no other uses for TV. Like, it's all propaganda. All that shit is propaganda. All TV is all full of fucking shit. All of it. Fucking all of it. Anyways, that's a different topic. So, there's that. What else do I have to say? And then I get people who say that, oh, I'll never put my life on into a self-driving car. It's too dangerous. It's too scary. So let me tell you this. So, people crash every day. I see crashes. I see crashes every single day. No one bats an eye. No one gives a fuck, right? But, right. So every hour, every minute, I can tell you somewhere around the world, there is an accident. There is a car crash. There is someone dying from heavy machinery, from a fucking vehicle, right? No one gives a fuck about that. Oh no. I mean, if lucky. If the news agencies don't have anything to report on the news, they might, you know, feel sorry for you and throw you a bone and post your accident up there, right? Oh no, 2 crashes or some shit like that. But here's the thing: it's like, so why is that okay? Everyone doesn't bat an eye. No one gives a fuck. No one even blinks for that, right? Oh, it's just another day, right? It became the norms. But as soon as a computer does it, right? Everyone loses their shit. Everyone, oh no, it's the end of the world. They all want to kill us. It's all fucked. Oh, blah, 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 blah. The thing is, it's still learning. It's still a baby, right? So things like, you can say I'm a cold-hearted, capitalist. You can say I'm a piece of shit for, saying this, but like, it's a small sacrifice for the future of humanity. Bad luck. I'm sorry that shit happens, right? But like, so why does no one care when people kill people? But when a robot made an accident, right, because a bad code, everyone fucking loses their shit. And this brings into the second point where it's with morals left, right? So I can tell you, when it comes to morals, this is the problem. So like, if there's 5 people in the car, I'm driving, I'm a human, 5 people in the car, and then a baby runs out into the road. Do I crash this car into a tree and risk killing 5 people? Or do I brake as hard as I can and kill the baby anyways? Right? I'm sorry, I'm selfish. Maybe this is just me. I'm sorry. But for me, I would kill the baby, right? Because there is no winning in that situation. Once you get into a situation, you're fucked. There's whether you kill yourselves and the 5 people in the car, you still lose. We kill the baby, you still lose. I'm sorry, I'm selfish, right? It's human instincts, right? It's sad, right? But that's the thing, like, you're fucked when you're in that situation, right? So, I do have a proposal to fix that problem, but, once again, it turns into capitalism, and no one's gonna like that. But, so there's that. But then, a baby, a kangaroo, it doesn't matter. It's a life versus 5 lives. So I will kill the baby, the kangaroo, the animal, the dog, or whatever, over the 5 lives. Because to me, I think my life is more important than everyone else's, because I'm egotistic as fuck, haha. And 5 lives are better than 1, right? So then it goes into the thing that's like, but when a computer does that, say a computer will calculate that, oh, it's better off killing whoever, whether it's a kid, a baby, a man or whatever, a guy, over 5 lives. That's worth it, right? Like, to a computer, like, you're fucked when you get into a situation. It's all based on morals, which is all subjective, and it's based on feelings, which is all subjective. And then, like, you can't win. Like, no matter what calculations you make, you can't win. Once you're in a situation, you are fucked, right? So you better make the most out of it and take your stop loss, take the loss. So there's that. And then until the average person can't understand that, like, oh, you're a piece of shit for saying that. Cool. But the thing is, like, I see it as a small sacrifice. Even if it was me, there's no exceptions. Like, even if I was to sacrifice my life in that, if I was standing on the other side and someone to kill me, hey, it's my fault for just, being on the road at the wrong point. I will blame myself. I never blame someone else, right? Not entitled. Like the rest of you fucks, right? So it's a small sacrifice. Even if it was for me, like, there's no exception. Like, it will be a small sacrifice for humanity. The future would all be self-driving cars. There's that. And what else was there to say? But then you can also say, it's like, what happens if it's like 5 thieves that just finished raiding a house? They're driving, and would the computer bot save these 5 pieces of shits for stealing someone else's whole house and their TVs and their iPads, iPods, laptops, or whatever? Or do you save the person there, the kid there, or whatever the fuck? So this is where I believe is, like, in the future, everyone's passport would be a Facebook profile, right? The computer would add up the average of how much value everyone here brings to the world. So if you're a piece of shit, I'm sorry, it's probably better off to crash into the car and kill you. And so this is the thing. It's like, where if the person that we were supposed to kill, if, let's say, if that was the president of the United States, or the Xi Jinping, or the Russian president, right? I'm sorry, but like, based on this, they probably provide more value to the world than the 5 thieves. So it's better off killing 5 thieves over the president, and the AI can calculate all that with that. And with 5G is all to facilitate AI driving cars, and in general, it's to help the internet and just to make it faster, right? But I can tell you, 5G is to facilitate self-driving cars, because right now maybe it has 10 ms, but with 5G, 1 ms. So they can calculate all the shit so much faster and pull the trigger, make the move a lot faster, rather than 100 ms, 10 ms, whatever. But yeah, that's my views on it. I'm probably wrong. Morals are subjective, and yeah, if you want to point fingers at me, fight me on Twitter, right? Tweet. Just be prepared to to be offended, because the truth is not nice. The truth is not fair. Life isn't fucking fair. This video is too long. It's been 20 minutes. Fuck. But once again, this gets no views. What else do I have to say? What else do I have to teach the rest of humanity? I think that is all. Yeah, so like, why is it when a human does it, no one gives a shit, right? No one gives a fuck. When the bot does it, right now, everyone fucking loses their mind. And here's another thing. You think traffic lights aren't all automated? You think fucking flights, airplane flights, is not all automated? You think what? You think everything that we're doing right now is not automated? You live in a society, you live in a world where everything at the moment is all automated. Everything is only going to move towards that because it's faster, it's more efficient, it's better, right? It's cheaper, right? So find a skill in something that tech can't replace, and you always have job security, right? You're doing the shitty fucking taxi job or the shitty truck time driver, part-time, sorry, not part-time, truck driver job, right? When it's going to be replaced, it's suicidal. I've seen people try to double down on it. It's fucking retarded. And the thing that's sad, because these are all boomers, they don't know what's coming. Everything I said in the video, it's all coming. Right. Oh, no, it'll be 10 years. And the thing is, like, you can say that I'm just a crazy fucking person posting my shit on fucking YouTube and social media, but I've talked to people from Silicon Valley, people who are working on these projects, right? I asked them to verify and correct me if this entire conversation that I'm having is wrong, right? They said, no, you're pretty much on point. I'm surprised you know that without you being in Silicon Valley and you're not part of these projects. So once again, other people in the industry is saying that I'm right. And then it's not just one person. I've talked to multiple people in the same industry, right, about that. Even I think I've spoken to lawyers on that as well, and they said, yeah, we're fighting for it at the moment, right? The press, governments, all that. And then once it gets implemented, when everyone's more comfortable with it, right, it's going to happen. Mainstream adoption for self-driving cars. I think I've ranted for too long now. Did I miss anything? No, I think that's it. Anyways, like, subscribe. I think that will be all. Fucking peace!